Welcome to our show. Well, Barbara, we can't stop Ernie from conducting his little experiment just because we know there's nothing to it.
No, sir, Margaret. I've come to the realization at last. It's the kids growing up that makes you feel old.
Oh.
So, hello there, and welcome to this episode of Dad Fights. We're going black and white, and I got my three sons. Wait, was that black and white? I think, yeah, it was black.
It was, yeah. It was like 1960 to, or
Yeah.
I guess it started in black and white, and then it went to
It
color.
went
'Cause I
into
think
color.
it ended, yeah, in like the 70s.
But we're taking it black and white shows. I got my three
Yeah.
sons. What old ass show do you got, man?
I have Father's Knows Best, another classic black and white. It stayed black and white because it aired from like 54 to 60. Here's a fun fact: the same month that Father Knows Best wrapped, My Three Sons started.
Oh,
Same network because there's only 3 networks back then.
Yep. Because like you only had the 3, and then you had like public.
Yeah.
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 No
No QVC, no Mexican channels for me to watch on a Friday night. I'm like,
No,
I
no,
want to
no.
watch Sabido Gigante.
Hey, so what are we calling this one? My father knows my son's best.
Well,
Father Knows
because I
My
think
Son's
we
Best?
originally wanted to call it like Father Knows My Three Sons, but then I'm like, that sounds
Yeah.
like a punchline to a bad like Catholic, sex scandal. So we can do better.
Father, my best three sons. No, that's terrible.
That sounds even dirtier.
Yeah.
Father, how about just My Three Sons Knows Best?
Okay. My three sons knows father best. Father, what? Three sons knows best. There you go. Yeah.
My
Oh,
Three
let's
Sons
just go
Knows
with that.
Best. All right. Cue up the little mashup.
In Father Knows Best.
We're going to play a wonderful game called Dad Fights.
Welcome to Dad Fights. Ever wonder what would happen if you put 2 TV dads in the ring? Find out with your hosts, Adam and Jeremy.
Dad Fights. I wish to create a Dad Fight. Who's ready for some fatherly advice or a heavy blow to the skull? Dad Fights. Dad Fights.
Oh wait, someone's here. Someone's knocking. Let me go check who it is. Oh, it's the big man. Hey, what's
Oh,
up,
there he is.
Arnie? Yeah, I'm looking for my ferret. I'm like, what? What are you looking for? My ferret. What's a bird? No, it's like a rat, but it's longer. And I think last time I seen it, Dominic had it, and he gave it to Richard Gere. I may never see this ferret again.
You tell me, who is your daddy and what does he do?
Now he wants to know about our dads.
All right. My dad, Stephen Douglas, has 3 sons. That's a big shock there, by the name of the show. But he's got good old Chip, little Bobby, little Ernie. And then later on, he does marry Barbara and adopts her daughter, Dottie. And living with them is their grandpa, goes by the name Bub. And he's kind of like their housekeeper. And Mr. Douglas, good old dad with his 3 kids and daughter. He's a aeronautical engineer. And that's how he makes his money. Because, that's what they did back then. They either were engineers, architects. That was about it, huh,
Or
Adam, from all the
Or,
old shows?
or salesmen, right?
Or
it's
salesmen.
like-
Or they just worked
Yeah.
in the city.
yeah.
They just worked in the city.
Either you're a civil servant, like a cop or firefighter, or you did like one of those 3 white collar professions. That was it. That's
Yep.
the 1950s for you in a nutshell.
Now, speaking of old dads, what about your dad? What does he do?
Well, my good old dad. So I think Jim Anderson is the GOAT of good dads, all of TV history. I think. I mean, you Google it and you're like, I need a list of the top 10 best TV dads, and he's always on this list. I think
Well-
he's like the original good TV dad.
Father knows best.
Yeah, I mean, God, yeah, that's the title of the show. Like, yeah. So Jim Anderson, he lives in a town called Springfield. It doesn't specify what state, so I assume it's the same state as The Simpsons, because I guess we can say Father Knows Best did it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That doesn't
now
ro-
we gotta say that because
Yeah.
Simpsons didn't do it. Well, they did.
That doesn't roll
But
off the
not-
tongue as well as Simpsons did it, but we'll make it work.
Yeah.
So Jim, he works as a salesman, one of the 3 white-collar jobs in the 1950s. He sells insurance. It doesn't specify what kind of insurance, but maybe life insurance. I feel like they just came out of a war, maybe that's what he was selling. He's got 3 kids. He's got the oldest, Betty. He's got Jimmy Jr., that everyone calls him Bud, and little Kathy, or as the family calls her, Kitty. He's got a sweet wife named Margaret. Her friends call her Maggie. And, he's a good dad. He's actually a great dad, Goes to work, and then he coaches sports. He helps out around the house. He gives Bud life lessons, and then, just a good guy, all-around good guy. He's good to his wife, that wife. We're going to talk about these wives. Want to talk about the wives now?
Let's talk about the wives now. Come on,
All right.
Pedro. Come on out.
Yeah, get in there.
Is he hot? Is he hot?
Margaret Maggie Anderson. I'm looking at a picture of her right now, and it's black and white, and I assume she's like 30 in the show, but some shots she looks like she's like in her 20s, but other shots looks like she's in her 50s, because people
like
didn't
all
age
the-
well back then.
Yeah. There's all the whiskey.
Whiskey, and then I guess they didn't use like preservatives or hormones back then. I think that's what's preserving our faces. Let's take a look at this new wife
All right.
of Steve's.
Barbara's another. Is she young? Is she old?
But
does
she
have
is
that thing.
what? So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the 60s, so she's got them very pointy bra boobies.
Watch your eyeballs. You get poked out.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of boobies, we had a conversation last week about Dolly Parton, and I'm like, they've got to be big old fakers. But so there is a picture of Dolly from like 61, and they're a regular size. But there's no pictures from before that. So my theory is that she had the Punky Brewster disease, got them reduced, and then as she got older, she kept getting like lifts, and that's why they look great on like an 80-year-old lady's body. It's kind of strange.
Pushed up.
And she's tiny. She's like 5 foot.
Yep.
Like 5 foot 120, and it's all in her cans.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're like, they're
Cans.
real, but they're kind of fake. So they're real, but they just got touched up. That's,
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Push 'em up sometimes. It's all right.
yeah. You want to talk about some music?
Let's do it, man. Let's
Album of the week.
All right, this week I was listening to a comedy pop album by a YouTuber, one Filthy Frank. He goes by the name Joji now that he's actually a real pop singer. But he used to go by Filthy Frank. He had a YouTube channel from like 2014 to 2017. He just made just real crass, cerebral humor, like our type of comedy. And yeah, he put out an album under the name Pink Guy. That was the artist name he chose. And well, the album is like trap music, pop music, rock music, just all comedy. It's like Weird Al but dirtier. That's the best way to put
Okay.
it.
Dirty Al.
Yeah, Dirty Al. The song I want to choose from this album is like the only song I can sample because the rest are just like, wow, those are very hurtful words. Why would you say that? But Fried Noodles, it's a hip hop song with a funny hook. So do like the last verse and then the hook.
The only way to succeed is to chip away at the soul and hope that by the time you get there, you ain't singing.
I live in a constant state of fear and misery. Do you miss me anymore?
And it's good. It's really good music, and you can see where Joji, how he took off and became an R&B singer based on that music that he produced. And like even his newest album that came out last year, I don't know, you know where the bones are of that album by listening to his old shit. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's just
Pink
less
Guy,
filthy.
Joji, Filthy Frank, check him out.
All right, man.
What you got,
So,
Mr. Ming?
still on my Sepultura Max Cavalera kick, so I went with Chaos AD, which is always a good one.
That's
that
a
was
great
my
one, dude.
introduction to Sepultura, and I'm going with the song Territory, which
Nice.
when I first heard it, do you remember way back when, Adam, there was a show called The Box, and it was like basically you would like call in and like pay for videos. Did you ever watch The Box?
That was MTV, right?
No, it wasn't MTV. It was like a really lame version of MTV that you had to pay for. But you didn't have to pay. Like you personally, you can just watch the videos. But like people would call in and like
It was on like not base. It was like antenna. Like when we had antennas, the rabbit ear antennas. But it was like the free MTV.
yeah, it was like channel 58
Yeah.
or 50 something.
Yeah.
Dude. But that's how I got.
think
Oh, go ahead.
I think that's still around, dude.
The Box, really?
I don't quote me on that, but it may be. I might.
Huh.
I know. I had the like a little. So there was an as seen on TV ad that's like, stop paying for cable and get this stupid flat receiver. Do you know what I'm talking about? It looks like it's pretty much rabbit ears. It's like coax and it plugs into your like smart TVs
In your
and
smart,
it picks
yeah.
up local stations. So I got that, and then there was a music video channel that I'm like, oh, is this The Box? And then I totally forgot about it till right now.
I wonder if it is.
Yeah, I'll go dig out that stupid antenna thing. It's like now we have streaming services. I have Chromecast plugged in the back of TV. Like, why the
You
fuck
don't need
would I
a
want to
local-
watch local channels? Yeah.
You can watch vocal stuff.
Yeah. Support
But,
local news.
But yes, with that, okay. Speaking of that, because that's when I watched the Sepultura video, Territory, and like my buddy Ty and I, we both thought like what he was saying was not war for territory. We thought he was saying one more for Gary Coleman.
That's awesome.
So like my friend Ty, like when we found out, when we actually bought that Sepultura album, then we heard it, we're like, oh, okay, that's not what he's saying. But he made more lyrics. So what Ty put was, looks like a child, really a small man, famous on TV. I don't understand. One more for Gary Coleman. So put that in the tune. It was pretty funny.
It's classic.
Fiddles.
Classic mishearing of lyrics.
Yep. Oh man, that's one of my favorite ones. Of mishearing the lyrics. Now we talked about both of our songs or albums. We got to talk about the song that you and I were talking about before we recorded.
The Kirk
Kirk-
Hammett's new
the Kirk
single that
Hammett jam.
came out.
Yeah.
What, today or yesterday?
Today, sir.
It's good. I was telling Jeremy it is a cover of the theme song from Clint Eastwood's 1973 movie High Plains Drifter.
And I didn't know that at all. I thought it was just like
Yeah.
cool modern video game music.
Here's a cool fan theory about High Plains Drifter when you watch it. Just imagine when you first run into the stranger, the man with no name, that he's not really there. He's a ghost, an apparition, and it'll blow your mind. Like, did the townspeople all band together with the help of this stranger who wasn't really there? That's the theory. Watch it, and then we can talk about it. It's a good movie, too. And then watch Josie Wales.
And the name of the
That's
song.
the other movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's all good. And the name of the song is High Plains Drifter. It was a good one.
Hey.
And the
It
whole
is
album
good.
comes out next week.
Oh, does it really?
I believe so. I think it comes out the same day as the Primus one. I'm like super stoked for that day.
shit.
And that's the last day of me working at my current job.
Hell yeah. And now with streaming, you don't have to go buy the album. You can just be like, oh, I'm going to stream it.
I'm still gonna buy it because I'm a nerd. But I've been waiting for this Kirk Hammett solo C for a bajillion years because I've always wanted to know like what he came up with. He's one of my
you
favorite
still
guitar
got
players.
them chops, man. Yeah, dude. Dude, there's old footage of like early Metallica, and you forgot like how fucking badass they were. Like, they were so young, and yet they were so fucking good.
Yeah. They're just a
And they're
tight
like one of the
band.
bands that, as they get older, like they're still just amazing, proficient musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Not the biggest fan of new Metallica or newer Metallica. It's not like I want thrash Metallica, but it's like, dude, it's still just great fucking metal.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some pioneers. We should sign a petition to have a mountain made where they have their four faces.
Yeah, they totally deserve a mountain. with the
Yeah.
faces on it.
Like, you think of American metal, you're like, dude, Metallica, man.
Yeah, top on the list.
Hell yeah.
If you're a metalhead and don't like Metallica, then you're not a metalhead.
Yeah.
It's like mandatory. It's
I love when we
mandatory,
were kids and they cut their hair and they're like, "No, they're selling out. They're a bunch of fucking sellouts." And then they put out Black Album and you're like, "Shut up. This album fucking rocks."
Yeah. No, it was Load. They came out with Load when they cut their hair.
Oh, is it Load? Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Reload.
Yep.
Garage Days.
Yep. Garage Days is
Yeah.
good. I like Garage Days.
Yeah, no, I mean, Reload wasn't bad. Load wasn't terrible, you know.
Load grew on me as I got older. I was like, all right,
Yeah,
I can accept this Metallica now because I'm old.
yeah.
Not because I'm old, but
you're
just,
like-
you know, when you get older, you appreciate more.
And then you listen to like Injustice for All, and you're like, okay, I see how it got from this to that, you know.
Yeah.
So, that's just my theory. Don't come to your own conclusions. Like as you get older, you appreciate things more.
Yeah, you know what I appreciate? My problem. I'm talking about my problem. Are you ready
Oh
for it?
yeah, that is quite a problem. You know, they have like a 12-step group for your problem. Or you can just talk
Nowadays
to
have
this therapist.
This guy right here, he always helps me out.
He may or may not be a licensed therapist. I think he's a gynecologist. His credentials say OBGYN. What does that stand for? Video game problem listener.
Listener, man, he doesn't even wear gloves. There he is. No,
Yeah.
he's putting a
Or
drink in my
pants.
face. Cold hand.
Cold pants. Oh,
All
my feet
right.
are in the stirrups. All right. What do you got?
Mr. Jeremy's video game ADD.
Hey, now we can like actually talk about this game, Adam. That's an inside joke. Anyways, Rogue Heroes. It's for the Switch. It's called Rogue Heroes: Ruins of Tassos, and you played this with me for a little bit, dude, before you left. It's kind of like Link to the Past, like with that graphics and that style, but it's co-op and it's a roguelike game.
That's the perfect description. The controller is like it feels like you're playing on an NES because it's like the same buttons and you're like walking up to ferns and you're picking them up and throwing bases and yeah, it's a good time. It's a great
Yeah,
game.
it was a good time, man. I mean, we didn't even we just played for like what, a few minutes, like not like we got far in it. I don't even think we got a boss or anything. We just kind of roamed around the town for the most
I'm
part.
like, there's so much to see. This game's huge.
It was pretty big, man. I like it though. Like, next time you come over, we should definitely get further into it. But yeah, it was a good one, man.
Yeah.
It's a good little co-op
Nice.
game with your buddies.
Yeah.
I think you can do 4 players, but I'm not 100% sure.
So, is it just local co-op or can you do LAN or not LAN?
Online? Yeah, you can do online too, I
Online.
believe.
Oh, nice. I should download that and we should get into that.
It's for the Switch, man.
Oh, it's for Switch? Because I was playing
Yeah.
on that controller that looks like a PlayStation controller. It looks like an Xbox controller, so I'm like,
Yeah, it's
what is
kinda
this,
big.
Xbox?
Yeah.
It was Jamie's controller. It was like the ergonomic one. And I'm like, it just
Yep.
felt like an Xbox controller. I didn't,
It is pretty.
didn't know it was a Switch. Now I
It is
gotta
pretty
get a
big.
Switch.
You should, man. That's a good shit
I
on it.
know, because I do want to play that Pokemon Arceus game. That game looks sweet.
Yeah. It's a good one, man. It's fun. It's crazy.
Is there a Mario Party? Is there a new Mario Party?
There is 2 of them. There is a new one.
Oh my
but,
gosh.
but then they made another one where it's all the old levels but redone, like the old boards, an old game.
Shit. Dude, I'm fucking in. The one on
Yeah.
GameCube was the best Mario Party ever.
That one was good. My personal favorite is 2. I think it was 2. I really like 2. It was on the 64.
Yeah. Oh man, Mario Party. Bringing back good memories.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. I always enjoyed the Mario parties.
Yeah. They're just like family friendly and they're just like, they're like stoner friendly. They're 420 friendly. I think this episode comes out on 420, right? Maybe not. I don't know.
No, day after.
Oh, well, you can still play Mario Party with your friends and 421, bro.
Get baked. Hey, speaking of getting baked and playing Mario Party, so when I had my own apartment, there was like this weekend where my folks showed up to like come like hang out, and it was my own apartment. I was in my 20, like I was 20, I think 20 or 21. But I was just doing my own thing, smoking weed and playing video games, having a good time. So like, they came over one weekend, and me and Ryan and Ryan's girlfriend at the time, like we were all gonna play Mario Party together. And Ryan's like, "Oh, we gotta go to the liquor store and get something to drink." Basically, it was code for, "Hey, we're gonna go smoke a bowl real quick so we come back." So we did that, and we came back. And we're all playing Mario Party, and like, it's all totally obvious that my mom knew what we were up to. But anyways,
Yeah.
so we're playing Mario Party, and there's a point like I think Ryan ended up winning, and there's a point like a little cutscene happened. He's like, "I don't know what to do, man." I'm like, "Push all these buttons." He's like panicking, pushing the buttons, and I'm laughing at him because he didn't have to push any buttons. It's pretty funny. It was a good time. All right, Adam. I was thinking about doing a podcast, and it's about plugs, all types of plugs. It'll just be about various plugs.
Like hair plugs.
Yeah, that's one episode. Boom.
Nice. What about you're gonna do a not safe for work episode about butt plugs?
Yep, of course. That's gonna be the first one.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta kick it off with a bang and a gape.
Yep.
Yep. And then what other kind of plugs are there?
Man,
what about
you
like
got
an outlet where you plug stuff? They don't call it a plug.
You got electrical plugs. You got plastic window plugs.
Oh, the shower plug. Yeah.
Shower plugs.
Or my favorite plug, or song that has the word plug in there. It's "Pull the Plug" by the metal band Death.
There you go.
That was on the album that you talked about 2 weeks ago.
That's a good one. And then spark plugs.
Oh, I forgot about those little bad boys that make your car go.
Oh, I got another one. Plugs for your ears. You know how people have where they space their ears out and stuff? I think those are straight up.
Oh, yeah. Do people still do that?
Of course people still do that.
Nerds. Do people still get tribal tattoos?
I don't think so.
I mean, I feel like if you have earplugs, you probably have tribal tattoos left over from like the early 2000s, late 2010s. You probably still have Affliction t-shirts, and you probably have like those Diesel jeans or something, wearing flip-flops. You have like bleach tipped hair, and you can't stop talking about Joe Rogan.
Yep.
Bro.
And Nickelback.
Yeah. And
Whitechapel.
Oh yeah, Whitechapel. Yeah, wait. Yeah, we got tribal tattoos. We bleached our tips, and now we started a metal band. We're Whitechapel. Your kids are gonna love us, because they were all kids at that show. I'm like, what the fuck? These children, go home, and they all went home. We got to see Cannibal Corpse, just the grown-ups.
Yep, just the grown-ups. All the old guys.
Yeah. That's a good show, man. I'm really excited to listen to this. All about plugs.
Yeah, plugs. I'm plugging the plugs. And if you click on our cool link, well, actually, before you click on my link, our link, I'm going to use Buzzsprout to get the plugs out.
Oh, good.
And, I'll get these plugs up in everybody using all the podcatchers, Everyone will be able to get all plugged up. And
all your holes.
All the holes. Ear holes, butt holes, all the holes, mouth holes, shower holes, drain holes, And if you click on our link, you get a $20 gift card for Amazon, to where you can buy.
Oh wow!
Like
the movie Holes, starring one Shia LaBeouf.
Yep.
And then you can listen to our podcast about plugs, about plugging those holes.
Yeah.
Buzzsprout, use it.
We use them.
Use our link. Yeah.
I like it. It's good.
Yeah. Safe from Charms. Wait, the Charms ones, was that the one with gum inside of it? Blow Pops?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Those are the worst. I like Tootsie Pops better.
Yeah, me too. Cat Crunch was better.
It was, yeah. You could straight bite into the center of a Tootsie Pop, where Charms Blow Pops, I feel like I'm going to break my jaw. Shall we have your wife explain these rules to all our listeners?
Yes. Let's go and get this going. Go ahead, my dear.
Each dad has 23 hit points. Using a polyhedral 8-sided die, most commonly used for tabletop RPGs, each host will call an attack and roll the die. Number rolled determines damage.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you.
All right, shall we roll to see who goes first? Well, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I rolled a 1.
Oh, I rolled a 7.
Nice.
Yeah, I really rolled a 7. Look at that. All right, so Here we go. So, Mr. Stephen Douglas, he's coming out, and he's wearing a cardigan jacket. He's got his nice slacks on. He's got his corn cob, not a corn cob pipe. He ain't fucking Popeye. He's coming out with a grandpa pipe. You know, the ones that like have the everlasting bowls in it if you use it for other purposes than tobacco.
Yeah, because I feel like with that wood, you can just keep packing it in there. And it was like the
You always-
deepest bowl ever.
Yep, you always had one high school stoner who always had one of those. At least one. Hey man, I got this one. Yeah, get that out.
Yeah, those things get plugged up so quick, and they're kind of
Oh,
gross.
so quick. Yeah. They all
There's no carbs,
mouth.
so like you really have to
Nope.
like rip that like a champ.
Oh, the song. And he's coming out to Buckethead, watching the boats with my dad. Nice little jam. He's coming out.
It's a good one.
Mr.
From the album
Mr. Nice Guy.
Coma.
He doesn't really look like the fighting type, but we'll see what happens. Hey, but before we see this fight, we totally skipped the whole segment.
Oh, we
The
did. All right.
segment.
All let me just bring my guy out, and then we'll go back to.
All right, bring your
family
guy
fun
out, and then they're
facts.
gonna sit and like drink whiskey together while we explain the fun facts. But yeah, go ahead. You bring your guy
All
out.
right. Well, Jim Anderson, he's coming out to my favorite Jim, James T. Kirk, and he's wearing the old yellow command outfit, and he's coming out to the song "Where's Captain Kirk" by the band Spiz Energy, the 1970s punk band.
Where's Captain Kirk? Where's Captain Kirk? Where's Captain Kirk?
He's strutting on up, and he's like, "Yeah." And then the doctor's like, "He's dead, Jim, but he's still alive. Here's some whiskey. Sit tight, boys." Yeah. All right, cue up the family fun facts
All right.
jam.
So yeah, here we go. A world record for longest that we forgot family fun facts. Do.
Yeah.
Family fun facts.
All right. Well, Jim, before he lived in Springfield, he lived in Germany. The year was 1941. There was a war about to break out. These Germans, they're getting real rowdy. Meanwhile, Jim, a German man himself, was put into the Gestapo, and he was just one of those stormtroopers. Him and his best buddy, one Jimmy Stewart, were in a love triangle. And Jim just gets butthurt. The war ended. They didn't win. He got all upset. He's like, I need out of here. I don't want to stand trial for all the crazy shit we did. I'm going to Argentina. Goes to Argentina. He's like, I heard good things about America. So makes his way north. Settles in a town called Springfield. Meets a sweet young lass. What am I, Irish or Scottish? He meets
Lassie?
a nice gal with some nice gams. And he wanted to do some necking because those are 50s terms that I don't really understand, but that's what he had in mind. And he gets married and starts a family, and the rest is history.
He would know best.
Oh, he knows best. He knows.
Oh, yeah.
He, father knows serving the pipe. That's that was the the after hours show with Jim and Maggie Anderson.
Father Bones
Mr.
best.
Anderson serving the pipe.
Well, my guy, Mr. Douglas, before he had his 3 sons, he had another son, and that son pretty much found an enchanted ring, and when he would put it on, he would turn into a shaggy dog. So Stephen, being the good dad that he is, when his kid was a dog, he would take him out on walks, take him to dog parks, play fetch, cool things like that, rub his belly. But then one day, peed on his loafers, so he put him to sleep. Family fun facts. Bam.
That escalated very quickly.
Yes, it did.
I feel like that's how Lord of the Rings should have ended. Gandalf should have just been like, these little hobbits pissed on my fancy shoes. I'm going to put him to sleep. Yeah. Throws him in the fires of Mordor. Get in there, dorks.
Get in there. Piss on my staff. What the hell?
This one keeps talking about digging a pool to make friends. Get in the fire.
This other one's just completely lost. Hey-o. All right.
Yeah, he sees this big dog. He's calling him Wilfred. Get in the fire. These other two, Or other one. I'm sorry. I don't know where the other guy's from.
Lost. That's
Pippin
what I
or
did.
Marion. Yeah, Pippin was lost, and then Marion
I think that's all I
married
did.
Mr. Cunningham from Happy Days.
Oh.
Marion Cunningham. That's where it went.
Family fun fact.
Yeah.
All right, let's get these.
All right, let's get this fight underway.
Dad,
Cue up.
they're
Wait,
all-
cue it up.
So Mr. Steven, he's gonna do his first attack, and he's gonna do the patented widow whirlwind kick. Because most dads on those sitcoms turn into widows. And I got an 8.
Oh
Watch that.
shit! Bringing the heat right from
Right
the
away.
jump.
Right away.
Damn, holding no punches back. That's Steve.
Must be the
Steven.
whiskey. That's the whiskey talk. He's a drunken master.
Yeah, he is. It's like this Tennessee whiskey. That's bullshit Scotch or bourbon. It's a good shit.
Or was it brandy? Was it brandy that they drank all the time in their studies?
Probably brandy. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
A
make that.
fortified
When you
drink.
spin it around and shit. But I'm sorry. Looks like he's about to attack. What's he gonna do? What's Jim doing?
Wait, do you think Steve's a Hennessy guy, or do you think he's like an E and J?
Oh, E and J.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
seem like a fancy boy. Yeah.
Not too fancy.
All right. Well, Jim Anderson's doing this one for the namesake. He's doing the Father Knows back fist. He's gonna spin around like Balrog. Let's see what kind of damage he does here. Oh my gosh, that's a 1. Cue it up.
Oh. All right. All right. Steve's getting up. He's getting this one. Points to his boys. He says, "This is for you," and he's gonna do the my 3 sons slam. So he's just picking them up and doing a straight fucking power bomb. And holy shit, dude! I actually rolled an 8. Boom. Another one.
Nice. Holy shit, man.
All right, man.
That's Steve, man.
Yeah, you knew it. You knew it.
Maybe we shouldn't have given him time to get tipsy and get ready for this fight.
Yeah, man. That whiskey or brandy's talking. Maybe mixed them. Sick fuck.
All right, well, this is a Muay Thai attack, and Jim Anderson's doing the family-friendly flying knee, just flying in there like BJ Penn. Let's see what kind of damage he does here. It's a 3. It's pretty good,
Oh,
but not great.
all right, man.
For all the number nerds out there, we got Jim Anderson with 7 HP, and we got Steven with 18. Did I do that right? 3 plus 4. Yeah. No, 19.
18? Yeah, I think you're right.
19 HP.
Oh,
Well, it's
yeah,
a pretty
19.
one-sided match here.
Yeah, yeah.
You gonna go for it? You got 7 HP left. You gonna go for it?
I'm going for it. Yeah, I'm going to go for it, man. This
All right,
is
call
going to
it.
be the one, Adam. Here we go. You got one. You got an episode.
All right.
This is one. Here we go. So, Steve reaches into his cardigan jacket in his pocket, pulls out a ring, puts it on. I guess it's an enchanted ring because it's glowing and shit. And he turns into a shaggy dog, and he's going right for the face, man. Let's see what type of damage he does. Let's see if he finishes him. And holy shit, man, that's a 7. That calls it right
Nice.
there.
Dude, perfect game. Cue up the Price is Right theme song.
Yeah.
Just like that. That's all there is to it, Dustin. That's all there is to it. A winner. Just like that. We'll be right back with more Price is Right. Don't go away.
Yes, I get it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And look at this.
In your
Jeremy's
face, Adam.
standing up and he's doing a dance. Is that the Pee Wee Herman dance or is that the Dougie? I'm not a dance guy, so.
It's Pee Wee Herman dance, all right?
Nice. I really thought Jim Anderson was going to go to the Kumite, but who knew? Steven, man.
Yeah, now Jim doesn't even have a fucking face. His face is gone. Yeah,
Yes,
eaten up.
yeah. Dude, that dude's dead.
He's dead.
He's
dead.
dead, Jim.
He's dead.
Or no, that guy Steven. He's dead, Steve. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Jim's dead.
All right, so next
What?
week we got the last fight before the Kumite, or actually the last fight before the pre-Kumite, our tag team showdown. But we decided to do one for the greatest TJF dad ever, Danny Tanner.
Yep. Danny motherfucking Tanner. And then he's going against another really good dad that we haven't even used yet. Mr. Tony Danza himself, man. Who's the motherfucking boss?
I can't believe we haven't used Who's the Boss.
Yeah.
Like that. We did so many classic 80s TV shows and we just skipped over that one.
I think we've just been saving it for this one, for this bout.
I mean, it's a perfect
And
match.
he is a damn good dad. So
Yeah, he is. Both of them. Oh no, you won. Who would you like to take?
I will take Mr. Danza.
All right, I will take. I'll take my girlfriend's neighbor's dad.
Yeah, because
She's not my girlfriend.
didn't I have
wish she was.
didn't I have Danny Tanner last time? Yeah, I did. Or did you have him when we first used him?
I don't remember. That was so long
That was-
ago.
that was-
But yeah, next week, Danny Tanner, Tony Danza, a bunch of Full House Danza slaps.
Yep, and you know it's coming in your face.
Yeah.
And do you have a pitch?
Oh, shit. Here's the pitch.
So when I was a kid, there was this movie starring one Lil Bow Wow. It's called Like Mike, where he finds Michael Jordan's old shoes and puts them on. He can do some sweet dunks. And there was another movie that came out when I was a kid called Being John Malkovich. So I kind of want to combine the two, where it's a kid in the 90s, say 1994, sees a pair of Shaq shoes, the Shaqnosis, the ones that kind of look like Zach Wilde's guitar, like hanging on, what are they, electric lines above, where you throw your shoes up there on those lines.
Yep.
Gets them down, puts them on, and he turns into Shaq. Or he doesn't turn into Shaq. He gets transported into Shaq's body. So he puts them on. He's in Orlando just doing dunks, boxing people out, and he takes them off all freaked out. Like, did this really happen? He waits about an hour, puts them back on. It's Shaq in the locker room. He just looks down, freaks out, and he takes his shoes off, and he's like, never again. I'm scarred. I've seen Shaq's dick. And it looks like Gary Coleman. They're a 3'9" little guy. And so he waits, about 30 years. And he's packing up, moving, and he's like, oh, look at these Shaq shoes. These are the shoes that scared me as a kid. I don't even know why I kept them. I'm a crazy person. He puts them on, and he's just doing Shaq things that Shaq does now, like opening up Papa John's, or shooting a General Insurance commercial, or spinning some EDM music with his kid at, like, Tomorrowland, or like a Shark Tanks type thing, or sitting courtside at a Lakers game. Like Shaq. It's going to be awesome.
Good one. I like Shaq. Shaq's a good dude.
Yeah. Dude, Shaq is the best. Like, I always, like, there's a question, like a party question, or people are like, if you could sit down with 3 people from history, who would it be? Anybody, dead or alive, doesn't matter. Politicians, musicians, philosophers. And my 3 is always Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Mike Tyson.
Nice.
Like, I feel like those 3 guys, we'd have a blast because they all talk shit and they're all hilarious and they're all badasses.
I would do 3 Shaqs.
Yeah, 3 Shaq. A Shaq attack, dude.
Shaq attack.
Fuck yeah, dude. That'd be awesome. But like college Shaq and then Shaq mid NBA, like when he goes from Orlando to LA. And then Shaq today.
Oh, okay. All right.
You get Shaq at all stages of life.
The different Shaqs. They're all
Yeah.
the same Shaq.
Have you seen Shaq recently, like pictures of him?
No.
Dude, he looks like he's in like just as good shape as he was when he played in Orlando. Like, he's like shredded. He's not like shredded because he's like 300 pounds, but he's jacked. And I'm like, dude, what's he getting into? Like, you don't need to look like this. You can get fat like Barkley. What are you doing? But good for him, man. Living his best life, dude.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah. I think him and The Rock should make a movie together.
That'd be a good one.
Actually, there is a picture of Mark Wahlberg, The Rock, when they're shooting Pain and Gain, and Shaq comes to the gym. And, dude, he makes Mark Wahlberg look like a child. And that dude's big.
He is. Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's got, like, a foot on him. And it just looks weird to see, like, The Rock, because like his shoulders so big. But, like, looking at Shaq, you're like, dude, Shaq's shoulders are, like, a foot wider than The Rock? How does this work? This like, are my eyes deceiving me? Like, I had to like double take this picture. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Who's this? Oh, that's my guy Shaq. That's The Rock. Why does he look so little?
Look at that little guy. Little pebble.
Yeah. That's just a little. Yeah, a little pebble.
Do you have something to take home with? Do you have a doggy bag of knowledge that you like to pass on that you learned from this wonderful episode?
What did we talk about? We talked about plugs and talked about Shaq.
Yep.
We got Steve, the badass.
Turned into a dog, ate a guy's face.
You rolled a perfect
Little
game,
fucking
man.
Perfect game. Yep. There's a lot happened in this one. I got a perfect game.
Comes the pitch, strike three. A no-hitter, a perfect game.
But don't take my word for it.